Hey everyone, and welcome to another SharePoint top tip video. In today's video, we're going to show you how to get modern calendars in SharePoint. As you can see here, this is a modern calendar in SharePoint. This is something that wasn't available when it first came to modern into Office 365. We actually lost the ability to have calendar views, but recently Microsoft have added them back in. So we're just going to walk you through how to build this calendar, how to set it all up from the beginning. So the first thing you probably want to have is a SharePoint site. It can be any type of site. It could be a communication site or a team site. It doesn't matter. You can do this on both. And where you're going to begin is by creating a brand new SharePoint list. You can do that using the new ribbon at the top, click on the new button and select the option for list. Now from here, there isn't actually an option available for a calendar. The one thing we have to do is create this from scratch or by using an existing data source, preferably a data source with a start date and an end date. As we're going to build it from scratch, we're going to go for the blank list option in our demonstration. Give your list a name. You can leave a description if you wish. And once you're ready, click Create to continue. Now that you have your SharePoint list, what we have to do is do a couple of things to just kind of get this going, and it's using columns. The first column that we have is the title column. This will be used for your event title. This could be for business meeting, an annual event, or even just a catch up. What we'll then do is we'll go into add column, and you can add any of the usual SharePoint columns, including multiple lines of text, locations of your events or meetings, who needs to attend by using a person column, and whether things are mandatory and so forth. But we have to create these columns ourselves, and that will distinguish the calendar to be very specific to your requirements. So we're going to go for a multiple lines of text box first of all. We'll then go for a start time. Ensure that you select include time. You can have this as start date or start time, it's entirely up to you, but just ensure that you do include time if you want it to run from specific times of the day. We'll add in an end time. And you can keep going. If you do wish to add other choice menus in, you may do so now. And I'll keep it as an event type. I'll keep choices 1, 2, 3 just for demonstration purposes. Okay, now we're good to go. So we have some of the basic columns available to us in SharePoint. This will be the information that we want to capture when we create a brand new event or want to store something in a calendar. The next thing you'll want to do is if you navigate over here to the right hand side, you've got the all items drop down. This is your view selector for your list. If you select that, there's an option to create new view. Give that a click. What we're going to now do is we're going to give our view a name, and in this instance it's going to be called calendar view. Below is our brand new options. We have the ability to show information as a list, which is very traditional. We have the calendar view and a gallery view, more commonly used for things like picture libraries. But in this instance, let's go for calendar. Now what we're going to get asked is to select the start date on the calendar, which we'll choose as the start time, and the end time. Down below, there is a couple of additional options you may want to consider. First one is the visibility. Do we want this view to be visible to everybody? And on this occasion, we're going to set that to yes. Underneath more options, this is the title of the item on the calendar as if it's displayed to the users. We're going to keep this set to title by default, as this will then be displayed to the users once they visit the calendar and they'll be able to identify the brand new events. Just hit create once you're done. And it's easy as that. We have a calendar view that we can now use within SharePoint Modern. Adding an event is very straightforward. If you hover over the day in question, you can click on the little new button in the top right hand corner and you'll be presented with the form to the right. So go ahead, add in a few columns into SharePoint, create a brand new view using the calendar, and you can start adding events into your calendar today using Microsoft SharePoint. If you want to learn more about SharePoint, why not call one of our experts today who'd be happy to help.